Like it made me it like
Oh, what was it,
it hit me
Robert?
like a ton of bricks. Somebody said uh you're you will always relive your childhood. Like you are your childhood.
Yeah,
Like all of your experiences in your childhood, that's you.
that makes you who
Who
you are
you
That's who
are.
today.
you are.
Hmm.
And you will always relive it.
Yeah.
You will never get over anything that happened in your childhood. You just have to learn how to deal with it.
So you
Cope
can
with it.
never escape your past.
No. Your childhood at that. The
Well,
things you went through as a
Child.
child,
Right.
you will always relive that. And that stuck with me because it's like, that's facts.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, we love to say we're grown now, but are we really grown? Are we still doing the same things we used to do? I just thought that was dope, you know? But,
I would say, in regards to that, you always living in your past. I mean, you're technically always living in your past experiences.
Yeah,
That's all you
yeah.
have.
I
Because
think
you're
that's what
carrying
the
those
quote
loads.
was. You're always living in your childhood.
Yeah, you're
I
always
think that
carrying
was
those
the quote,
loads.
That's
It's
all
not
you
the
have.
load that breaks you down. It's how you carry it.
Yeah,
Seriously.
yeah, yeah. You're right. It's how you cope with it.
Right.
Yeah. Do you feel like you brought up Jay-Z? Do you feel like
Well, a lot of
everybody
people
who
look up
cheats,
to. Oh, go ahead.
it stems from something in their past,
That's a good question.
or how they were brought up?
No, not for everybody. For Jay-Z, yes. And there are a lot of people who are suffering from that. But there are some people who they have, how can I say this? They have so many insecurities about themselves and then insecurities that they've collected along the way
Mm.
to where they've lost themselves. Like I'm pretty sure you heard of a person being with someone and they lost their self in the relationship.
Yeah. Mm.
They lost
who
their
they
way.
are, yeah.
They lost who they are, and they lost the reason why they got with that person.
Yeah.
I've actually talked to someone, and this was kind of deep. She was so insecure with herself, and she never had a real connection with her dad. And she admitted to me that all the men in her life have cheated on her.
Mm.
She finally got married.
This Janae Aiko?
No, that sound like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang, no, this was somebody personal.
She's a black
okay.
Taylor Swift. Well, she not. Is she black?
Yeah, she
She's
black.
like Japanese and something.
Yeah.
Black.
She mixed.
She admitted that her relationship ended because her husband didn't cheat on her, but she cheated on him because she thought eventually he would cheat on her.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until after the marriage, she said they sat down and talked, and he admitted that he never did cheat on her. And she said,
She
dang.
looks stupid.
well, because of her insecurities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your insecurities eat you alive. It will.
So, Gabby Ken, do you think that people typically cheat because of things from their past or because they're insecure? Is that like it? Is that the general reason?
No, I would say that's part of the reason, but I wouldn't say that's all of the reason. Some people just cheat because they don't feel validated in their relationship, or sometimes they cheat because I don't know. They're
It's learned
just
behavior too.
emotional.
Like she said earlier. No, it is because how can I say this? Like, remember when Cheaters came out?
Mm-hmm.
They made that show. They glorified that show
Yeah, they did.
to where young people were cheating because it looked fun to them.
Oh shit. Not me. I mean, sorry, not me. Not me at all. That looks scary. Getting pulled up by By Joey?
But for
With a
some
bunch
people,
of,
it's
cameras
but
following
people who
behind you.
people who cater to drama and things
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah, facts.
who feed off of it,
Yeah.
that's fuel to their fire.
Yeah. Facts. So, all right, I'm gonna start with Gabby Ken. Gabby, what is your top reason why you feel like someone would cheat? Top one.
Emotions.
Emotional cheating.
Hmm.
All right, TiaRoshea,
Oh yeah, that is a good one.
what's yours?
Because I could say not so much insecurity, but not knowing themselves, lost within themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. Insecurities within their own being.
Right. What about you, Robert?
I think that people typically cheat because they're missing something at home. Like they're missing some form of attention, affection. They're filling a void. That's why I think people cheat.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
Yep. I think people just
An attention seeker is dangerous.
for
Mhm.
sure, yeah. For sure.
Why do you say so?
Because not all attention, of course, is good attention, but like meaning you can be a good person.
Mm-hmm.
Let's take you for example, and say you're not getting attention from Robert because he took on another job, and things have shifted in the household a little bit. Now, say a couple of months go by, you start working out, lose some more weight, buy some little cute freakum dresses, and then you,
Freakum.
for real, and you go to the club
Mm-hmm.
because you just want to feel sexy.
Right.
You ain't seen your man in days. You ain't seen your husband in days. You just want someone to flirt with you. You want some attention.
Right.
That's dangerous.
That is.
Because what if you go to the club and Denzel walk up in there and give you all that attention? Like
Not-
that movie Temptation.
That's one of my favorite movies.
That's
of
a
all time.
great movie.
Yeah.
Remember how dude was like pulling up in planes and
Mhm.
stuff?
And she ended up with AIDS.
Yes.
It comes full circle. Women get AIDS from cheating.
That's just like the TV show Insecure with Issa.
Yeah, Issa Rae.
Daniel did the same
Daniel's
thing.
son?
Daniel was the truth, too.
What was that? What was that?
Y'all know what that is. You know, took it to the face.
But anyway,
It's
yeah.
hilarious.
She wanted that attention.
Yeah, she wanted that. Yeah, ended up cheating and ruined her entire first season of her own show.
Yeah, she was crying, boy.
Yeah,
I was crying with her though, real talk.
You was crying with her.
I was crying for my boy.
When Lawrence moved on,
I was crying for Lawrence.
that hurt my
Oh, yes.
soul.
Yeah, I was crying for Lawrence. That nigga was heartbroken.
He was.
I wasn't crying for him.
He was trying to kill women though.
He was, wasn't he?
Golly, it was like he hurting that girl. I'm like, dang, nigga, calm down. All right, so
That's that ego. That's a perfect example.
of ego.
Yeah,
All right, so
that
we got
pride.
we
That's
got
that
two
man
things.
Pride.
We got two things circling around right now: men's ego and women getting AIDS.
Well, let me ask you this. Once a cheater, are you always a cheater? I'm going to ask you first, Gabby, then Robert.
I don't believe so.
Mm.
I think someone can change.
You could take someone back that's cheated on you.
No, I never said that.
Wait a minute, why? But you can believe they can change?
I'll never trust them again.
So you don't believe he can change?
I believe he can change, just not for me. He can change for somebody else.
I do believe a person has to change for themselves. Not for that woman.
They can do
Yikes.
To want to do better.
whatever they want to do outside of this relationship.
Yikes.
Okay, well, what about you? Once a cheater, always a cheater?
No, I believe people can learn and grow and become, someone else.
So would you take a cheater back?
Yeah, I would.
You would.
Hell no.
I was about to say.
Get your ass out. Pack it up. Never. Not me. I just couldn't do it because I would see men are natural.
I could do it,
masochists, huh?
but you gotta forgive me, cause I'm gonna go cheat on you.
There's a revenge cheat.
Revenge. All right. So I pulled up the top 6 reasons why people cheat. All right. The first one is disconnection. They feel like they have drifted apart from their partner. The second one is feeling unloved. They just feel like they're not saying nice things to them,
Let's stop
expressing
right there.
affection.
When you say feeling unloved, what if you've never known what love feels like?
And you cheating.
If you never
That's
knew
sad.
what love felt like.
Right.
Love is a perception. So if you've never known what love feels like, more than likely you're not gonna cheat, because you probably feel like getting smacked in the face is love.
Right.
So
Okay.
when
go
they
ahead.
keep smacking you, he gonna keep loving you. The third one, imbalance. I felt like this was weird. If there's a lack of balance in a relationship, our partner can begin to feel a bit like a parent and the other like a child. For example, one partner may feel like they have to be the responsible one, making all the decisions, organizing the home, managing the finances, and so on, while their partner doesn't pull their weight. An affair might then be tempting in order to feel appreciated and equal. I feel like it's something we don't think about. Balance,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And then if you feel like you're babysitting a nigga, you know, I'm going to find me a man.
Yeah.
I'm not saying
Hear
I
people say
need
that?
stronger reasons for you to cheat, but it's like, I don't know. For me, it has to be a little deeper because we don't have balance. So you just like, it just feels off in here. I'm finna go to the bar.
I got something, like me personally, this is just my preference, but I can't be with a woman that doesn't have her own. Like, I don't want to feel like I got to pick her up from work and drop her off. I don't want to feel like I have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally take care of her. I just can't do that. Like,
Right.
I understand if she was on like bad times or something,
Right.
yeah. But like, if someone was like,
You want your woman to be independent.
yeah, like that's just me.
Because if something happened to you, you know she can hold you down.
Yeah, and not
Right.
just that, but she has her own freaking life.
Yeah.
Like, some people just don't have a life out here. Let's
Well,
just-
okay, I was about to say, there are some people now who don't have a car, but they have a life.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
But it's not necessarily the car. That was just an example.
Okay.
Yeah.
And some people just don't
More
have a freaking
job.
life.
Some people don't have a life. You're
Yeah,
right.
and they don't never want to see you go anywhere. They always want you around them. It's just like, bruh, if I go here, I have to pick you up to bring you here with me. Like, nah, bruh, get out of here. All right, next up is fear of commitment. Sometimes affairs occur at times when you might assume people would be the most secure in their relationship, such as getting engaged or when someone is pregnant.
Okay, explain that to me, because I know I've seen this in the little Lifetime movies and the Hallmark movies, but what are you really scared of? You're scared that you're going to be with one woman for the rest of your life?
That woman
yeah.
for the rest of your life. Think about it like this.
But what is it? Still, why you, like, that's making you fear? That's like comparing it to the boogeyman, like, woo, you scared?
Yeah, it's too much of a long-term commitment.
But you chose her and you proposed to her.
Yeah, that part I don't understand.
Right,
How do
that's
you go
what I'm
so
saying.
far and
Thank you.
and propose to somebody
And then you,
because they don't want that woman
then
to
you
walk
get
away?
scared and you cheat on her.
Because they don't want that woman to walk
So
away.
answer this as a man, like, how is that dealing with your fear or your feelings?
I think
Cheating is not the answer.
I think relationships move in seasons. There's all like relationships move literally in like seasons. There's a happy season. There's a depressed season. There's a this is so amazing, let's have a child season. There's a I want to get married to you season, and then it just keeps going in this constant cycle, right? So I think a successful relationship knows how to navigate through their seasons and be there for each other when the seasons are in their low areas, so that they can turn those low areas into high areas. A regular relationship just moves through those seasons and until someone is like, let's take it to another level, right? So let's say if we're in the I love you so much season, right?